Hi, it's Sunday night, the 1st of November, and day 306 of my journey to business alignment. I can't believe we're starting the last 2 months of 2020. It'll be over. In just 2 more days, it's the election. I can remember they were saying it's 100 days till the election, and here in 2 days, it'll be here. I'm just going to stay focused on living the dream every day through the end of the year, and let's see where things are then. I pretty much have to say this, that I've seen it in my mind what the end of the year is going to look like, but let's see what happens. I'm pretty excited about it. Starting 2021. Here's what I wrote down for today's to-do list. I got them done, pretty exciting, and I wrote down for my power statement, I'm going to simply sharpen my saw and relax with Kathleen today. So my number one most important task was on that list was to sharpen my saw. Period. My fun task for today was to watch videos and study with Kathleen and relax. And my exciting task for today was to go to YouTube as well and watch some very specific videos about the mind and how it works. It's so exciting to me. I've enjoyed it so much. It's taught me so much, especially about this mapping process. Because today was another Sunday. I always focus on relaxing and clearing my mind and studying about how the mind works and simply doing all that I can to sharpen my saw so that it's not dull starting Monday. Okay, with that said, I want to go over my end of the day success routine. Get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? Check. Did you start your morning with power? Started the day, cold water on my face. I made the bed. I got a nice little t-shirt on with my sweats and went down and read the Win the Morning, Win the Day routine, did my little 20 minutes of exercise, did my mindfulness time. Absolutely. Power for the day. Were you productive throughout your day? I sharpened my saw. That's what I did. Did you get the most important things done? That's what I got done. And then spending time with Kathleen. Did you move your goals forward? My intellect won? Absolutely. My relationships won? Absolutely. Did you show up as the person you wanted to today? I wanted to show up as a husband to my sweetheart and be the kind of man that would serve her best and serve me best. And that's what happened. What about your personal time with Kathleen? We had the whole day together. It was fantastic. She was present for me and I was present for her. And here's my end of the day success routine accountability questions. Were you honest with yourself about today's tasks, Marty? In other words, did you keep your promises that you made this morning? Once again, it being a Sunday, I promised myself this morning that I would focus all my attention on Kathleen and spending time with her and studying with her and relaxing with her and enjoying a day with her of sharpening my saw. And that's exactly what I did. Like I said, it was a fantastically renewing day. The next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new instant preplay movies that your two amigos called up onto the screen of your mind and got that playing in your mind? And we saw, what were they about? Well, besides my must-see TV favorite 5 movies, I had a few minutes where I imagined I had finished the year with my coaching business in full swing. I had my focus group all done, and I launched my website, and I got beginner entrepreneur clients before the year ran out, and it was so exciting to be facing that new year and going forward for 2021 with clients in the tank, as it were. It's very, very exciting. That's what I imagine as though it's already here. So exciting. I love going to the movies. My next question says, what's the one thing that would make all the difference going forward? What one thing can I do better tomorrow? And even if the day went sideways getting it done, I'd still feel like I was successful and I accomplished something important. What would that one thing be? Now turn it into a power statement. Well, in reflecting on this, while I enjoyed my Sunday of sharpening my saw, I looked at myself and I know I can do better and do a better job at putting balance into my day and not so be so focused on just one big goal or dream. But I am so very close to being ready to start coaching and beginner entrepreneurs. So I'm going to finish and sprint to the end of the year for the next 2 months. And then I'll worry about getting balanced at the first of next year. It's exciting. It's an enjoyable year of coaching I'm looking forward to. But I got to get this last little bit done and then get those clients started. So here's the power statement I came up for tomorrow morning. Check with Kashif to see if he finished the Ask Coach B page and then jump right in and continue working on the master task list to get ready for the focus group and to launch the website. The next question I answered is for my end of the day success routine. Says this: Were there any mistakes or failures that you may have made today or had today that you can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, being that it was a Sunday, I just took in the beauty of the day and I relaxed and spent a wonderful day with my wife, Kathleen. I suppose I could have spent more time talking with her, but we enjoyed a lot of time together. We studied together, we watched some fun videos together, and we even took a nap. It was a great day. So no, I didn't make any mistakes today. How could I? I wasn't working on anything really, nor did I have any failures today. So that was a good day. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today, even though it was a Sunday? Well, I was successful, excuse me, at making the day of sharpening my saw. I didn't just sit around. I spent time with Kathleen talking, studying, and enjoying her company. And so I feel my biggest success was that, spending time with Kathleen. Now, continuing with my end of the day success routine, it's time to rate my day's effort. Reviewing today's effort, I decided to give it a 10, another 10, and that's because I worked at the speed of 0 all day. I stayed focused on sharpening my saw, enjoying time with Kathleen, and just relax, and get renewed so I'll be ready to come Monday morning. It was a perfect day, and I was perfect at it. Just kidding. Perfect at not doing work, but perfect at sharpening my saw. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says the integration, I can't even say the word, the integration, there we go. The integration of neurobiology, the study of how the brain works, and computer science has grown into a new discipline called neuroscience. And this has resulted in an incredible breakthrough in our ability to understand the human mind, end quote. Man, that is so exciting to me. Today's neuroscientists have discovered that neurons are constantly sending electrochemical messages back and forth across neural pathways, which I call our mind's mapping. It's a lot like traffic on a busy highway. Vroom, 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 vroom. These communications are happening all at once, with each idea or memory moving along its own path, while literally billions of other impulses are traveling in individual directions. It's so incredible. Not only does this complex system allow us to enjoy the beauty of our world, it also helps us to survive in it. Each time we experience a significant amount of pain or pleasure, our brain searches for the cause and records it in our nervous system or maps it on our brain's pathways. This can enable us to make better decisions about what to do in the future, or it can drive us to make the same stupid choices we've made throughout our entire lives. The choice is ours. Neural mapping, I call it, provides our brains with signals that help us to re-access our memories and safely maneuver us through our lives. These principles lead to the next thing I'm grateful for, which is the law of connections, which says when we do something for the first time, we create a physical connection. This connection, or mapping pathway I call it, is a thin neural strand that allows us to re-access that emotion or behavior again and again in the future, end quote. Each time we repeat this behavior or rethink this same thought, the connection strengthens. Isn't that incredible? That ideas are physical things, like I've always said. With each repeat, we add another strand to our mapping strand. So that connection is getting stronger and stronger. And with enough repetitions and emotional intensity on that pathway or mapping, we can add many strands simultaneously, increasing the tensile strength of this emotional or behavioral pattern or pathway until eventually we have a trunk line to this behavior or feeling. That is laying down the new pathway I talk about, the remapping of our brain. So knowing this, all of us can do it. You and I can do it, period. That's a fact. Next, I'm grateful for Rene Descartes, who said, "It is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well." We're going to talk about that. Because we lay down these trunk lines over time through repeated thoughts and actions, we soon find ourselves compelled to feel these feelings or behave in this way consistently. In other words, this connection becomes what I call a superhighway of mapping that takes us down this pathway automatically and consistent route or behavior. If we've created that habit, that's where we're going. As soon as the thought comes in, we're thinking and heading down that path instantly in our actions and behavior. Left unchanged, we now have an intense habit and even a biological habit reality. Like I've said, ideas are physical things. Physical things versus intangible memories is the reason why thinking our way into a change is usually ineffective. Our strong, intensified habits have become tools of protection secured in our nervous systems as physical connections and not just intangible memories. The more we indulge in any pattern of behavior, the stronger that pattern, or I call it mapping, becomes. The bottom line with this is that we can remap our connections, and that will change our lives. Isn't this fascinating stuff? I sure think it is. It has changed my life. Right thinking, speaking what you want, pre-playing, instant pre-playing, all of that. Mapping, laying down physical strands, boom, until you got a highway, a real strong band that's going to habit to the right way of thinking. Anyway, it's time to go to bed. And so until we meet again right here at my laptop tomorrow night, until then, I wish you all continued success. Good night.